are here to see Kelly. He started off with a little tiny shop. It was originally called .com. So I mean, that little tiny company grew into the largest mobility retailer in Saskatchewan. It's now jump.ca. Their latest venture is IQmetrix, and they are the POS supplier for most of the mobility dealers in Canada now. So now we're their customer. Well, you know, I hate to say this, but when I was 30, I'd already been running HITFAR for 8 years. So I was feeling invincible at the time because I was too stupid to know what I didn't know. But by the time you got to 30, it's like, wow, you sort of you realize what you had accomplished, and it didn't seem like there was anything you couldn't do.
My 30-year-old self, I don't think had the wherewithal to know what we have available now, and I don't think I would have been able to dream what's available now and how we do business today. HITFAR and IQ have got a solid partnership. We've launched this dropship program, which is super valuable for our clients on both sides, whether that's coming from HITFAR or from IQ. We've been able to launch a whole bunch, and actually even just over the last couple of weeks we've closed another couple of deals. So yeah, so far it's been a really fruitful relationship.
We were making big, huge leather suitcase style briefcases that were the first portable offices.
So from a couple guys in the garage to today, I think between IQ and Jump, we probably employ over 700 people.
700 people now.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
I felt you guys were always pretty forward on your thinking about how you're using technology in your business for yourselves. So,
I go back 30 years. Occasionally, I have to kick myself in 30 years because sometimes 10 years doesn't feel that long ago, but 30 years feels like a million years ago.
I bet you from if we looked at some of our original IQ customers, they're those same guys that we invested in early days that you guys were invested in at the same time. I think you guys have always done a really great job at staying engaged. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of not only is it a relationship, but just your engagement and in being involved at the store level, and really not only just talking to the senior people in our business, but you guys going down and have relationships right down to the store manager level, and being able to give advice and be kind of experts in that area of merchandising and retailing on the accessory side is most of the retailers we have in our network have a need for that expertise. I think you guys have been able to show that you can kind of weather those storms of price sensitivity to relationship to being more of an advisor for these guys.
It's more than a business relationship. It's nice to be doing business with people you like.
20 years later, it's hard to think about, did we always think we'd be so plugged into wireless only? Probably not back in the day, but looking back, so much time has gone by and we've had such good success, and we were willing to embrace the idea that this mobile thing was going to stick around, and chances are you may want to have more convenience on where you can get those devices, kind of taking those products to general consumers versus just kind of B2B play. We took advantage of that in Jump, and we had good partners like HITFAR to help us properly deal with the challenges of being in high rent locations versus low rent places, right? So congratulations on 30 years. I feel that we shouldn't tell anybody because it makes us as pretty old.
Yeah, well, phones with a holster, or not just a holster, but like the shoulder straps, like the full-on briefcase style phones. Yeah, we've come a long way. And I think not only the devices, but how you get them. Now I can sit around and go, okay, well, I want this in my house, and you sort of read a news article about it, and then a few days later it's at your doorstep. That kind of stuff, not just the devices, but how we get those devices has really changed, which is crazy to keep up with when you consider, again, we were lugging phones around in briefcases for a while.